Hey everyone, it's Melissa. Today's Wednesday and it's a little cloudy, but I want to do part 2 of my house tour. I'm going to do the upstairs today, and then another time I'll do from the dining room on back to the back part of the house. My house isn't finished yet, and you're going to see parts of my house where it might be messy or junky or something like that. You know, I try to keep it straight. I'm not the worst housekeeper in the world, but I'm certainly not the best. And this is our home. We live here, and we've got, you know, grandkids and people that come in and out, and family, and, you know, we just have a lot of love and laughter here. Sounds so hokey, but I mean, we do. And so, you know, it's parts of it, like I said, are kind of messy and everything. I've kind of, I had some things I need to do, so I took the day off. So I'm in my old t-shirt, flip-flops, and my hair, I hadn't done anything to my hair or anything, so pardon that. Most of the stuff today, part of the house, we have finished. The back part of the house still has, we haven't redone the kitchen, or, you know, we would like to put like a period appropriate roof on and things like that, but we don't want to go into debt to do it. You know, we want to be able to, especially at our age. You know, there is one thing that I have to say, a misconception. I have told you all that my husband is younger than me, and he is, but somebody said something about, somebody sent me an email or something, was talking about my real young husband, and I'm like, oh my goodness, I think I've given you the wrong impression. He is younger than me, but he's still old. Just because he's not old as heck like I am, he's still old. He's just a few years younger than I am. But it seemed to matter more when we got married. I was in my 30s and had like a 10-year-old child, and he had just, you know, he'd gotten out of college and he was still in his 20s, so it seemed to matter more then. And I was kind of embarrassed, you know, that he was a little bit younger, so I always thought of him as being a lot younger than me, but he's not. He's just a few years younger than me, so he's getting old too. But anyway, so we did not, getting back on subject again, we did not want to go into debt at our age to, you know, borrow the money to work on specific rooms. So what we do is we try to save. So that's why the house isn't complete. We've lived here a good 10 years and, you know, worked on it all the time. But anyway, I hope this is not too boring. You know, I feel like I'm probably boring you all to tears. But anyway, I'm going to show you part 2 of my house. So talk to you in a minute. Okay, I'm going to start here at the bottom of the stairs. That's kind of where I left off last time. And just kind of go up the stairs, and we've got a window here, and I don't know if you can see it or not, but it does have a crack in it, but we did not want to replace it. Doesn't seem like air's coming through. And going up the stairs, like I said, I hope this is not too boring. I tend to want to go fast. And this big window here, and we put awnings on the outside too to help with the heat. It's not like very practical windows or anything, but we wanted to keep it that way. So let me go around. And so here's this is looking back down. And this mirror, my husband, it's a big mirror. My husband was in an auction, and he called me and said, you know, we've got that big wall with nothing to put on it. We still have a real big blank area there that we need to do something with. So he got that at an auction. And so anyway, this is it. There's the first landing. And then here's the top of the landing here. And these are, I found pictures of all 4 of us, myself, and we're all about the same age. And my husband, and my daughter, and then my son. So I thought it was kind of neat to do that, and just a little bench area. It's so funny. I don't know if I mentioned it. I did not mention this. We've gotten a lot of furniture and rugs and stuff off eBay, but and only in a small town. We have the guy that works on our cars, an automotive place. He also has old furniture in the back, so we've been able to buy a lot of stuff from him. And then just some little, just a little thing for water and stuff like that. Little glasses and some little pictures here of my children. It's so funny because if somebody really tall comes in the house, they feel uncomfortable looking over because I guess the people back then were shorter, so the railing is a little bit shorter. And it's down there. So that's always worrisome. Okay, so I'm turning left here, and then I'll show you a picture of me when I was 16. And then my children when they were little. And then looking back this way. I told you before, I think that I've got all the lights turned on because it is a cloudy day here. But I really wanted to get this done, so I thought I would chance it. We got this in New Orleans on eBay. It came out of an old house there. And then there's the, kind of looking at the front, the awnings, the big window. That adds a little light. It's a rather dark house because, well, that's boring. This is my so-called son's room, even though they, of course, don't live here anymore. The bed, my first husband, their father and I, when we first got married, we found it in the dumpster. And so we redid it. And then this is a picture that my mother found. I think it was in West Palm Beach. And I don't know, I couldn't read who the artist was, but it was done like in 1910. So I'm trying to find out something about it. Of course, like I said, we live here, so we've got baby beds and we've got toddler beds, and this piece here we got, about 15 years ago. I got that locally. And then these chairs we found in the back of the automotive place and had them recovered. Of course, the baby bed, and we've got it painted sort of a sage green, and then the kind of the hand-blocked wallpaper at the top, and then I did my ceiling a dark green. And then the chandeliers, I wish I could do them down a little. I don't think I can. The chandeliers, we've just collected those. We found them in little shops and stuff over the years. And we just, throughout the house, we just have shutters instead of ornate, very ornate curtains or anything like that. For one thing, the allergies and stuff like that. Another thing, the guy that built this house, he was just a merchant, not just, but he was a merchant downtown, so he may not have been able to afford real ornate carpets. And then the rugs. Of course, I've done all the, let me see if I can show you over here, the wood graining. Oh, you can't see it. The wood graining. What's kind of interesting to me is my kids left home, and we bought this house, luckily, because I was very depressed after they left. I very much had an empty nest syndrome. And I never thought that I would be able to faux paint or do some of the things I've done. So that, that kind of makes me feel proud about myself. Makes me feel good. Okay, this is my daughter's room, even though she doesn't live here. And the bed, my mother gave it to me when she died. She had bought it down in Alabama, I think. And then this room, let me turn on the light and then I'll turn it off to see the chandelier. This room, let me see if you can see, it's the wallpaper, and then the border, and then the ceiling's a dark green. And that came from a place all of our wallpaper came from a place in San Francisco. And we watched hand block it. They did it the way, I think I've told you this before, the way the Victorians had it done. And then somebody did a picture of my daughter, put it up here in her room. Of course, the baby bed. Another one of our chandeliers. Let me see if I can. Sorry, I'm trying to not be too jerky. Okay. I think this room, and like I said, it's more of the awnings. This room has one of the best views, I think, especially in the spring when those are big dogwood trees, and you can kind of see outside. When my daughter got married here, she got ready in this room, and she could look down and see all the guests that were arriving. There's our fountain. Okay, So I'm going to move on out. Keep on going. It's kind of shotgun. Go back out in the hallway again. Of course, I faux painted all the woodwork in here. You can kind of see it. The doors we actually detached and sent them down to a larger town that they were able to immerse them in the stripping stuff and get rid of all the white, because everything up here was painted white too. But you can kind of see the I did show you the other day. Let me turn this off. I think sometimes the lights make it worse. The wallpaper on the ceiling. Okay. Hope I'm not making everybody dizzy. That was very much a Victorian thing to do. And you know, Vic, this house is not for everybody at all. I mean, a lot of people don't like all this Victorian thing that we've done, the furniture and all that kind of stuff. They think it's atrocious, but that means maybe they'll sell their furniture cheaper to us. Okay, here's our bedroom. Let me turn out the light. Here's our little chandelier. And just our bed. We don't have any fancy bedding or anything, just a duvet with a cover on it and some pillows, and then just some little lights on each side for reading. And then it kind of, you know, it's a little bit of a bay, and here's one window and the other, and then the other. And we painted it more, it's coming across on this camera as a little on the green side, but it's more of a tannish color. It kind of goes in with the part of the little tan that we tried to pick it up in the carpet. And then my husband got me this big standing mirror for Christmas 2 years ago. Now we have a fireplace in here that works. It's gas logs, but gosh, it's awfully nice in the winter time to turn it on and lay in bed and be all cozy. I think I'm proudest of what I'm about to show you. This is all metal. Okay, the whole surround, the whole mantle, the whole surround is metal, just black. So what I did was, let me squat down. What I did was, I painted it to look like mahogany. It's not, it's metal. And then I painted this part right here to look like, I painted it to look like marble. The whole thing was painted what the inside of it is right there. So I really, what I did was try to match it up, and you can't tell, but it does match to the mantle top up there. So, you know, of course, more of my faux painting. So, you know, I never thought I'd be able to do that, but, you know, when you're older and you get your empty nest syndrome, you need to find things that interest you like that, or you'll go crazy. Okay, I hope this shows up. Okay, so I've shown you, you know, the sons, and then you can go into this daughter's room and then circle down this room. It makes a big circle. And if you notice, we have no closet in here, and you have not seen a bathroom. Oh, one more thing I was going to show you. This piece right here, it's just a reproduction, but we had wheels put on so that we could wheel it out and put it at the foot of the bed and watch TV. But then it's out of the way during the daytime. We just push it back in the daytime. And my husband thought of that, and I just thought that was the best idea. We have really enjoyed that. Just we like to watch TV. We're TV kids. You know, we grew up watching TV, so we are addicted to our TV shows. So we enjoy doing that. Okay, so we have only one bathroom upstairs, and we have one bathroom downstairs. And the bathroom's downstairs, my husband designed, and it's big, and I'm going to show that another day. But the upstairs bathroom was just like a little closet. So I was kind of proud of. I keep saying I'm proud, and I hate to have pride, but you know, I kind of do. So the way that, you know, we had to angle things and stuff, I thought we did a pretty good job. We made this when he redid the fireplace. We got to actually see back behind it, and we had this, just a little, for our medicine cabinet and stuff like that. But this was some wood that was originally in the house. And this whole area through here was this wood. And so we saved it to, build shelves with, or cupboards or something like that. That old wood that was painted blue. So we used that. And this is the little hallway. So here's my bathroom. And I hope it shows up. We've got a big window there that I just love the shape of it. It's kind of a half moon type shape. And here's my tub. So I can sit in the tub and look out the window. See, especially if it's snowing, it's wonderful. And my toilet is called a pillbox. And you just push the button there in the middle, and it looks like one of the pillbox. And then I got a little shelf there beside it. And then these are the initials of my grandchildren. My daughter-in-law is having another child, a baby that'll be born next month, and I don't know how I'm going to add his initial, because they're the ones on the right, they do vowels, so they'll either do an O or a U this time, and I don't know. I don't know if we'll be able to. We have like the radiant heat underneath the floor, so that, when we turn it on, it's warm in there, so I don't know that they'll be able to go back in and add a letter. So we may have to magic marker it in or something. This piece right here came from the back of the automotive place. Just a real old piece, and actually it came with the marble on it, so we turned it into my sink. And this bowl here, it was one of my first purchases, that in the toilet, the pillbox toilet. I just thought it was so pretty. So that's my sink, and here's just, brushes and all that kind of stuff. Our last name begins with an H. So, and then here, we had this built, this medicine cabinet, and just, some of my products in there. There's my Rachel K. So, it's nice, just the clawfoot tub, to be able to go in there. But see, it's a tiny, tiny bathroom, and I've got some storage here for towels and stuff like that. It's a very tiny bathroom, so it was very difficult to be able to fit a toilet, a sink, and a bathtub in here. And here's some pictures that my daughter did of it up in the mountains at Cherokee, starting up the Appalachian Trail. And she worked at Cherokee for several summers. She was in the play there. And then my son did this when he lived in Charleston. So I like to, feature family stuff in bathrooms. I think that's neat. I really like that. So now the room I'm going to show you now, while I talk, I'm going to go back to my bathroom. The room I'm going to show you now was filthy. Just absolutely filthy. So my husband would come home every night where we used to live, just almost, it was in his nostrils and everything, the soot and the dirt and everything. They had it sealed up. So we unsealed it and got the history of it. We call it Annie's room, because the girl that it belonged to, she back, in the old days, she was their maid. And so she had access to the kitchen, because we've got some back kitchen steps. So we called this Annie's room, and I turned it into a room for my grandchildren. So we've got kind of give you a start out, and then I'm going to turn off some of the lights. It's got the sharp angles. Let's see, sharp angles here. So I put a bed here, kind of tucked in the corner. And then we've got a skylight. And I love to stand in here, and I hold my grandchildren up, and you can look out and see it snow down on you or whatever. And then I put another little bed there for them with a little night light. I hear my phone ringing downstairs. And a little reading area and chair. Thing like that. But the walls were just, oh my goodness, they were horrible. They were just awful. And so they were so bad he had to take the wood off, and he saved it. We've got it actually stored out back, and we found this, and we got this off of eBay or something. I don't remember where. As well as the floor. We got the floor all cleaned up. But this is Annie's room, and then we kept the staircase really rough. That's what it was originally, and she would go up and down these stairs. I like the idea of it's that painted blue again, which the whole room was. But I like the idea that she went up and down these stairs and, cooked their breakfast or whatever she did. Now the house ended here, right here at this door. So down on this, up here and down below, we added an extra room. And we didn't have, if you notice, we didn't have a closet. So this is our closet. And it is very messy. There's, a laundry basket. I've got some extra candle things. I've got, my sweaters that a few of them you've seen. Some of my sweaters I've knit. And, just our hanging clothes. Look, I've got them all messy and stuff like that. I'm just real embarrassed. But we do live here, and so, and then my husband made a big window over there, and so I sit here and do my hair in the mornings with the light up above like that. And looking back this way, just, it's so messy. I'm really embarrassed. I'm going to skip over this. But you look at my hangers just, sticking out and everything. So then you come back down and like I said, this room, we've got a little step down. This room we added on for our closet. And then underneath is our den, our back den, which I'm going to show you the back part of the house tomorrow. It's very much more well lived. It's very much lived in, more so than it shows wear and tear more, and it's dirtier. I don't know, not dirtier, but messier, more lived in. So anyway, this is the next part. And so what I'll do is next time I'll start here at these stairs, and I will go downstairs and show you my kitchen, which is nothing. It's just nothing has been done to it except it's just painted white, and I've got swatches of paint on the wall where I'm trying to decide what to do with it someday. And then I'll show you the back part of the house and the porch and all that kind of stuff. So thanks everyone for watching. I really, really appreciate it. And I hope this wasn't too long, and I hope it didn't bore you too much. But I appreciate it, and talk to you later. Bye-bye.